Hello, everyone. There's something in the world that even the richest person can't buy. Now, even a poor person can buy it. No matter how rich you are, you can't buy it. It's the peace of mind. Or you can say, it's controlling your mind. Understanding your mind is a difficult task. We don't even know what thoughts will come to our minds in the next moment. Good thoughts bring us mental peace and happiness. Bad thoughts disturb our peace of mind. If you can control your mind according to your wishes, you can get rid of all the polluted and troubling thoughts that bother you the most. If you gain control over your mind and let it follow your lead, you can escape from difficulties. In today's story, we'll try to understand if we should control our minds or let our minds control us. We'll also discuss some techniques that, once learned, will help your mind follow your lead. This story takes us back to the time when Mahatma Buddha was residing on Balika Mountain. At that time, one of Buddha's disciples approached him and said, "Buddha, I have gained complete control over my mind in every way. Now my mind cannot lead me astray. I can no longer be swayed by it. I no longer experience any sensations or remain subject to my mind's whims. My mind is completely under my control. Whatever I wish, whatever I intend, my mind follows suit. The way I want to work, my mind supports me completely. I have renounced everything. I have let go of everything, and I am fully prepared to attain ultimate truth." The disciple asked Buddha, "Please tell me, Buddha, how can I attain ultimate truth? Where can I find it?" Hearing this, Buddha smiled and told the disciple, "What have you done with your attachments?" The disciple replied, "Buddha, I have left my family behind, where my parents, wife, and children used to reside. I have left that family. When I came here, I often thought of my family. My mind told me to go back to them. My mind didn't settle here, but gradually I managed to control it. Now I have gained control over it. I no longer remember my family, nor am I anxious about their memories. Moreover, I don't even recall the delicious dishes from my worldly life. Now, whatever I receive, I eat that food, and I find happiness in it. I am content with it. Previously, desires used to arise in my work, but now I don't feel any desire, hatred, or envy towards anyone. My mind is tranquil and stable. There is no craving and no longing for anything. Now my mind is only me." Buddha listened carefully to all the disciples' words, and then said, "All right, whatever you're doing is correct. Therefore, tomorrow you will accompany me on my alms round." Hearing these words from Buddha, the disciple was filled with joy and told him, "As you wish." The next morning, Buddha and his disciple set out from the ashram for alms. As they were heading towards another village, they came across a beautiful garden. It was a garden of immense tranquility. Greenery surrounded them, and a gentle breeze blew. Joy seemed to be scattered all around. Observing all this, the disciple became entranced and began to think, "If I meditate here, I'll definitely reach ultimate truth. I'll attain it very soon." The disciple repeatedly thought about going there and felt a strong urge to do so. However, he managed to suppress his desires and continued with Buddha to another village for alms. But the thought of going to that beautiful garden continued to grow in his mind. He couldn't resist it. Eventually, he approached Buddha and respectfully asked if he could visit the garden. Buddha tried to advise him again, explaining the importance of patience and waiting. But the disciple's longing for the garden was intense. Buddha gave in and allowed him to go, with the condition that he would leave when another monk arrived. Finally, the disciple was granted permission, and he rushed to the garden with enthusiasm. He spread his seat and started meditating. However, his mind was wandering now. He struggled for a long time but couldn't concentrate. Time passed from morning to evening, and still, he couldn't focus on his meditation. His mind was uneasy. He was perplexed and couldn't understand what was happening. He thought, "My mind was under my control. It did what I wanted or exactly what I intended. It supported the way I wanted to work. But now it's not obeying me. It's making me restless." He realized that controlling the mind wasn't as easy as he had thought. As the day turned to evening, he still hadn't succeeded in meditating. His anxiety increased, and he became more restless. He couldn't comprehend how things were turning out this way. His mind, which he had believed to be fully under control, was now causing him distress. Frustrated, he approached Buddha once more, saying, "Buddha, that garden was so beautiful. The tranquility, the greenery, the fragrant breeze, all of it made my mind calm. I thought if I meditated there, I would succeed, and I'd attain ultimate truth very soon. But now my mind is uneasy. It's not cooperating with me. It's uncontrollable. Buddha patiently listened to the disciples' words and said, I told you before, wait for someone else to come and take over your place. Yet the disciples' desire to meditate in the garden had intensified even more. He was restless to the core. So he once again implored Buddha for permission. Buddha, seeing the disciples' unwavering determination, granted him permission to go to the garden. Filled with excitement, the disciple rushed to the garden and spread his seat once more. He began to meditate, but his mind was still wandering. Despite all his efforts, he couldn't concentrate. Morning turned into evening, yet he remained unsuccessful in his meditation. He realized that gaining control over the mind was far more difficult than he had imagined. So today, why can't I meditate? He needed an answer to this question, which led him back to Mahatma Buddha in the evening. He approached Mahatma Buddha, bowed to him, and said, Buddha, something very strange happened today. My mind was completely under my control, the same mind I had mastered. But today, that very mind was wandering. I tried to meditate several times, tried to focus my mind many times, but I couldn't bring it under control. It was showing me various thoughts. It was showing me old memories. It was leading me astray. Still, I didn't lose hope. From morning till evening, I made a full effort to bring it under my command, but I still couldn't control it. Even though I meditated there, still, why did this happen? That's when Mahatma Buddha began explaining to his disciple. He said, Bhante, if someone speaks lies, steals, commits sins, and if a blindfold is put over that person's eyes, hands and feet are tied, and they are put in a prison, can such a person become truthful and honest? Will they stop lying? Will they become generous? Upon hearing this, the disciple asks, how can that be possible? If a person speaks lies, is sinful, steals, and enjoys deceiving people, and if their hands and feet are bound, and a blindfold is put over their eyes, and they are placed in a prison, they will become even more stubborn. And when they come out from there, they will trouble more people. How can such a person ever be honest and true? And such a person can never perform any acts of charity. What they were before, they will remain the same. Then Mahatma Buddha smiled, and once again said, imagine if the prison doors open, and the guard is asleep. Will that person stay in prison? He will escape from prison, just like you've escaped from the prison of your mind. Who wants to stay in prison? When given a chance, he will escape from the prison. Every place in the world is good. Change has to come from within you. Your focus could have been here as well, and just like before, your focus was present. You tried to meditate. You just needed to awaken yourself that what was there is also here. People do prayers and rituals. It's not necessary to go to a temple for inner peace. If your mind is peaceful, even your home becomes a temple. Buddha says, if you want to find inner peace, try going within yourself. You won't find inner peace in the external environment. Your mind will keep wandering. You'll keep chasing it. For inner peace, make an effort to go within yourself. Take a journey inside. People run around all day seeking happiness here and there. If they find a little happiness, they start running even more to find more happiness. When they get even more happiness, they set out on a path to find even greater happiness. Just like this, people keep seeking pleasure after pleasure, but they don't find true happiness and peace anywhere. That's why try to sit in meditation. The real peace is within you. When you start sitting in meditation daily, gradually your restless mind will begin to stabilize. The wavering of the mind will diminish, and your mind will work according to your control. Whatever you wish, it will do. Upon hearing this from Mahatma Buddha, the disciple immediately fell at his feet and clasped his hands, saying, Buddha, forgive me. Buddha, forgive me. In reality, I had gone there to meditate, but my mind was drawn elsewhere. It was reminding me of someone, and I wanted to relive my old memories. Because of this, my mind was greatly disturbed. An intense desire had arisen within me to go to that place and revive those memories. Hence, I couldn't focus on meditation. I made many attempts, tried hard, but still couldn't get into meditation even once. To this, Mahatma Buddha said, "My friend, taming the mind is not about controlling it or gaining control over it. It's about transforming it. Our mind is very restless. Just as when someone takes a fish out of water and throws it on the ground, it starts writhing. Similarly, a person's mind acts in the same way when he wants to return to a certain place. He keeps running towards it again and again. As long as you don't make your mind straightforward and simple, it will always keep running from one place to another. So, if you want to control your mind, if you want to bring your mind under your control, then make it straightforward and simple. Journey within yourself. Make an effort to sit in meditation. For this, you need to awaken yourself first, so that your mind can become straightforward and simple. You need to ensure that no other thoughts disturb you during meditation, and you'll have to keep making this effort continuously until your mind starts thinking straightforwardly and simply. Your mind won't be restless. No other thoughts will arise in your mind. Only then can you enter deep meditation. When you want to gain control over your mind, if you meditate with this thought, you won't be able to do it any time, because you want to make your mind obedient repeatedly. And when you repeatedly try to make your mind obedient, your attention will shift from meditation to controlling your mind. In such a situation, you won't be able to meditate at all. And when you reach the deep state of meditation, your mind will also come under your control. It will listen to everything you say. It will become your companion, just as you wish. It will support every desire of yours. Whatever goal you want to achieve, it will prepare the path for you, and you will achieve that goal with great ease and simplicity. Saying this much, Mahatma Buddha became peaceful, and the disciple said, "Buddha, you've opened my eyes. I was trying to bring my mind under control, but I forgot that I need to transform it, not control it. Instead of dwelling on negative thoughts, I need to fill it with positive ones. Instead of holding on to bad habits, I need to cultivate good ones." This is Inspired Wisdom. Thanks for watching and stay focused.